Good morning, children. So, here we are once again. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. I hope you're all fine. So, here we are once again with the topic for today. The topic for today is one of the parts of nouns. That means it is related to nouns only. So, let's have a quick look at the main topic nouns, which we have already done. I've started with this kind of game, human bingo, where we can take some subject or where we can take some noun and write about them. Like somebody he loves maths, somebody can sing well. So this is just an icebreaker. Coming to the main topic, what is a noun? You already know it. A noun is a word that is used to name a person, a place, or a thing. It may name a real object, an idea, or even an action. So, our main topic today is properties of nouns, and I'm sure you're well versed with this topic. You have already done it. We have been doing it since class 1. So, you're well versed with these topics. First is noun number. That means one and many. And they have got their particular names. When we talk about one noun, it is called singular. That means we are talking about one noun. And if we are talking about plural, that means we are talking about two or more nouns. So here we are dealing with countable nouns like one boy, many boys, one tooth, many teeth. So this is what boy is singular, boys is plural, tooth is singular, and teeth is plural. Now you know what singular and plural is, but then we have to understand it and we have to know some rules for changing singular into plural. How to change singular into plural. Why boy becomes boys and tooth becomes teeth. These are the things we must know. So there are some rules which we have to follow when we change a singular into plural. So rule 1, which is that most nouns form the plural by adding just s to the singular noun. That means when we change a singular into plural, most of the nouns we add s to them at the end. Like I just said, boy becomes boys. So here are some examples: lecture, lectures, book, books, tree, trees, thing, things, board, and boards. And there are many more examples. So what is the first rule? When we add s to the singular. Now next comes rule 2. Nouns ending in y preceded by a consonant. That means when we have a word ending with y, but before that y we have a consonant. So what happens to them? Form the plural by changing y to I. That means y gets converted into I, and then after that I we use es. So lily becomes lilies, lady becomes ladies, baby becomes babies, fairy fairies, berry berries, and so on. But remember, English is such a language where some words do not accept these rules. So we have got some exceptions. Like there can be some examples where it will be berrys. Okay, words like these, since but berry is becomes berries, but then there are exceptions where all words do not follow the rules. So those words are called exceptions. Now rule 3. Nouns ending in s, x, z, ch, and sh form the plural by adding es. So box becomes boxes, church becomes churches, buzz becomes buzzes, bus becomes buses, match matches, and so on. Again, in this category also we have some exceptions where these rules are not followed. Now, rule 4. Nouns ending in O. See this. Nouns ending in O preceded by a consonant. That means where words end with O, but before that we have a consonant. Generally form the plural by es by adding es to the singular. So tomato becomes tomatoes, potato becomes potatoes. Now rule 5. Some nouns form the plural by changing f or fe to ves. Like calf becomes calves, half, halves, knife, knives, wife, wives, loaf and becomes loaves. Now rule 6. A few nouns have the same form in the singular and plural. Dare, dare, swine, swine, apparatus, apparatus, nose, nose, Chinese, Chinese. So there is no change in them. A few nouns form the plural by changing the word. The vowels in them get changed, like mouse becomes tooth becomes teeth, mouse, mice, child, children, man, men, foot, feet. I have given you many more examples in the written form, so you can read them thoroughly. And these are just some rules I have given. In that written form, I have given you, I remember, 15 rules. So you can go through them thoroughly and see what changes are there. Now, rule 8. Compound nouns. Compound nouns means words made of more than one word, like father-in-law. This is a compound word. Form the plural by adding s to the important word. So father-in-law becomes, this is the main word in this, father. So it becomes fathers-in-law. Passer-by becomes passers-by. Editor-in-chief becomes editors-in-chief. Common nouns ending in full, that here, see, cup, full, ending in full, form the plural by adding s. Cupful become cupfuls, spoonful, spoonfuls. And rule 10, where we have digits or numbers or just letters. Okay, there are, mind your T's. See, here we are using T's. Mind your sixes. The plural of numbers and letters is formed by adding apostrophe s to the singular. Here we are using apostrophe, like 6 becomes sixes. He hit many sixes, like this. T becomes T's. 1 becomes ones. S becomes like this, apostrophe, 23, 23s. So this was it, rules about singular and plural, how to change. Here I wanted to tell you something more. Yes, nouns ending in y preceded by a consonant. See, here we have y, let word ending with y, but before that y we have a consonant. But if we have a word ending with y, but before that we have a vowel, so what happens to that? We add direct s to that word. So if we have a word like boy, 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 see here it is also ending with y, but before that y we have o, which is a consonant. So boy becomes boys, toy becomes toy. So this is it, you have to remember it. I have given you that in written form. Now next comes the second property of nouns, which is gender. That means we are talking about male and female. Male and female and two more other genders, neuter and common. So first is masculine, which is male gender, which means man, man, boy, horse, like this. Another is feminine. Feminine becomes female. It is female gender. Like boy is a male and female is girl, woman, she. Neuter. These are words, these are nouns which are inanimate or non living things like table, chair, which do not have any gender at all. Book, so many other words. And then we have common gender, which is common for both. It can be male or it can be female. Like for example, we have cousins, so that cousin can be our male cousin or it can be our female cousin. Teacher can be a male as well as a female, where we refer to them as common. Okay, so we have four genders. Masculine means male, where we use words like man. Feminine is female gender for words like woman. Neuter is for non-living things. Table, chair, book, window, door. Common is for which is used for both, which can be either male or female. So these were the two properties. First is number and another is gender. So after this we come to the next, which is a new topic for you, but then it is a very simple topic.